Now, it's banned in the US and the rest of Europe, but cat, this innocuous-looking bunch of leaves and twigs, is still legal here. In fact, it's used, chewed, by up to 90,000 people in the UK. Some say it's highly intoxicating, and tomorrow the government's drug advisors will recommend whether or not it should be made illegal. But the Somali community, the biggest cat users, is divided over whether to back a ban which would criminalise users overnight. Jamal Osman reports.
Most of the cat in the UK is grown on a farm in Kenya, like this one outside Nairobi. 4 times a week, a plane load of cat leaves Kenya for Britain. Britain is one of the last remaining countries in Europe where cat is legal, so the farmers here are very worried by the talk of a ban. Their lives depend on cat.
In this case, this is the best crop that we grow here because it's a lot of money, even more than coffee. Even bananas cannot fetch money like this one. In the UK, when they say that they wanted to make it illegal, they are trying to suppress our market.
If you ban Mera, we shall get a lot of problem. Education shall stop. We can't get even food, and the people shall suffer a lot.
The fresh cat from Kenya ends up here in a grey depot in West London. The cat business generates over £400 million in revenue for the British economy. And the Chancellor of the Exchequer also picks up a tidy sum in VAT revenue. This is Southall in West London. A large Somali population lives here. And Southall is also home to number 15, the best-known cat house in the UK.
It's like vegetable, but it gives you a little bit buzz. But if you get addicted to that buzz every day, then detox for chat.
Also, some people say if the government bans cat, that means discrimination against a particular community, like Somali community.
Absolutely.
Which means you could be stopped anywhere, searched.
It's like, why you will ban something my father, and his father done it, and they never had problem with that.
But there are Somalis who think cat is a big problem. Take Mr. Abukar Awale, who is now off the drug. A former addict, he now campaigns on the streets of London.
I just go around, go to the shops, drop these leaflets.
But it is a lonely campaign at times. Here he is, pushing one of his leaflets under the door of another cat house. He doesn't hang around for long. He knows he's not popular with some Somalis.
It takes split seconds someone to stab you or to punch you in the face because there's so much anger building inside of these youngsters. They feel rejected, they feel isolated. They actually feel I'm coming here with these white men with the fancy cameras and ridiculing them and putting them down.
You cannot ban something because you have problem with it. I understand there are people who have a lot problem with it. But those people are people who are addicted. Same way like alcohol, or cigarettes, or weed, or heroin.
So cat traps is very similar to this.
So how addictive is it? Dr. Nasir Warfa is a Somali who has spent years studying the effects of cat on the brain.
It's like coca leaves. So you cut it, you put it in your mouth, you chew it. By chewing it, then you get that catenon to stimulate the dopamine in your brain. And that's why you get excited and you become euphoric and you want to do a lot of different things. That's when you are high.
I mean, the viewers, again, have never chewed cat. Could you explain to us when you chew cat, how do you feel and what you feel?
The best I could describe would be that it's, you feel relaxed if you're stressed from work or if you have things in your mind. Once you chew, you feel relaxed. It's a mood enhancer. It gives you a good feeling. It gives you, you feel very relaxed, very happy. You don't feel so tense. Yes, and you do have a tendency to talk a bit too much sometimes.
Outside a mosque in Harlesden in North London, Mr. Awale finds more support for his campaign.
Why?
wax walba ku haya marka waxaan u baahanahay bahalkaas totalmente wadankan in laga mamnuuco oo aan la soo dejin mar walba
Inside a Somali clothes shop, we meet Miss Halima Mohammed. She hates everything to do with the leaf.
wuu baabi'inayaa qaadku community-ka Soomaalida wuu baabi'inayaa sababtoo qaadku ma aha nin geed kaligiisa baxa geed kaligiis baxa ma aha.
If I want to get married tomorrow, the first thing I will do, I will buy loads of chad and sit down with my father-in-law and explain to him I need your daughter and we'll have a good chat. Because I cannot buy a bottle of wine to him in it because he's a Muslim man.
qoysaska dhibaatada uu u geystay wax la koobi kara ma ahanin. dumarkii iyo raggii waa uu kala diray. ninku teer iyo maanta wuxuu ku jiraa marfashka. gabadhuna uma qaybsanto.
Abukar won't give up. He's still pounding the streets trying to get his message across. But not everyone wants to listen. His final stop of the day is a barber shop, where we meet a man who likes to chew but admits it's harmful.
No, I think they should ban it. Because it's bad for the health, bad for our community, bad for the family, bad for the youngsters. And I think it should be banned. I think they should do something about it. If not completely banned, maybe they should regulate it.
What do you think is going to happen if the government bans it?
Well, I think people are going to be using it one way or the other, so cat's going to continue.
Whatever the government decides to do, it's clear that the Somali community in Britain is divided. Back in the cat rooms, the message from the chewers is defiant. They are just gonna carry on chewing whatever happens.